right now, Pittsburgh's best sports show is about to begin. Call us or tweet us. We've got things to talk about on the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call, powered by FanDuel Sportsbook.
All right, Ken, thanks very much. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Fan Cave. This is where we discuss sports with you, and all you have to do is call 412-575-2600, or you can tweet at KDPomp at The Pony Express. It's been a while since I've been on with Andrew Fillipponi, but he is live tonight up at 93.7 The Fan. Pony, how's it going?
Bob, you do some redecorating there. Do I see a nice big clock on the wall there in Roman numerals?
Yes, you did. Just to remind us what time it is, because we need to know that. We have deadlines here, as you know, and there it is. It's a big clock. So if you need any advice on hitting a deadline, you just let me know, Andrew. We'll take care of you.
I think that's the device to time Ben in the 40 right now. I think they use a sundial or one of those.
Oh, come on now. He's 38 going on 39. What do you expect? The arm held up all year. So we'll start there since you brought it up. I don't think there's any question that he will be back. He wants to be back, and I think we're going to have a difference of opinion on how they handle this situation, because I believe that he should come back for the final year. They're going to have to pay him one way or the other, and I know you can save money if he doesn't. But quite frankly, the best way for them to go, because this is an organization that does not sacrifice seasons, and I don't see them looking at this as a step into the next 2022, 2023. A lot of people seem to think that. They still think they can compete, and you never know in the NFL. We have seen so many scenarios of worst to first, of first to last. So they're going to do what they got to do, but I think he'll be part of it. Would you want that to happen or not?
No, I don't, and that's not out of malice. I mean, I'm one of Ben Roethlisberger's biggest supporters. At least I like to consider myself one of those guys. And I don't do it because, you know, we've got a buddy-buddy relationship. I just have respected the way he's played the position for such a long time. But something happened over the last 5 games that he played in. He wasn't the same guy that he was over the first 2/3 of the season. And that's understandable because he is 38 years old. He'll be 39 in 2 months. And the guy you saw at the end of the year, just the way he looks, the way he moved, it was not the guy that came into camp. And I'm not saying it's because bad eating habits set in or anything like that. I just think at his age, his body broke down. He's not a nut job like Tom Brady is about pliability and all those things, Bob. And he's taken a lot more hits, and there's way more wear and tear than, say, even a Drew Brees. Here is my rebuttal to what you said about next year. You said you bring him back. You show me one time that a quarterback has had that type of cap hit and a team has won a Super Bowl. And I'm talking about quarterbacks that play at a very high level. Bob, if the salary cap is at $175 million next year, and some say it will be, he's a quarter of your cap hit. One guy. And he's not playing at a high level anymore. At best, he's an above-average quarterback. And that cap hit is too much. How do you build a team around one guy when his cap hit is that large? You can't.
You don't. You lessen it for next year. You hope to bring some things. You also have to.
How, Bob?
You're going to see.
How do you lessen it?
All you do is extend it and kick more money down the road, and then he leaves, and then it's lesser money for that specific year that you're dealing with, which is next year. What I also think you're going to see, Andrew, is with all these guys with unrestricted free agent status, you're going to see them choose to bring back only a few. You'll also see guys who have time left on contracts probably be released. Salary cap victims involving veterans. I wouldn't be surprised if a guy like Ebron's one of them, even though I know Ben likes him, but $6 million, I could think of a better thing they can do with that money myself, and that is improve the tight end situation with younger guys. There are a lot of decisions to make. All I'm saying to you is I don't think they're looking at next season as, to use a Pirate terminology, a bridge year to anything. They're not. They want to compete, and they think if they make right decisions, they can compete.
Why can't they compete? Why can't they compete with Mason Rudolph?
Because
they went 8-8 with him.
I understand that
as their quarterback.
You were one of his biggest critics, saying that he shouldn't even be in the NFL, or certainly not on this team.
Well, no doubt.
Well, then
and I think, and I still project him as a backup quarterback. But let me give you this scenario: if Ben Roethlisberger comes back next year, it's also the last year of Mason Rudolph's contract. So what do you do then? What do you do at the end of 2021? You give Mason Rudolph a multi-year deal to be your starter based on what he did in Week 17 of the 2020 season? To me, you'd be wasting 2 years if you did that, because it would be the final year of Ben, And then it would be, okay, well, now we'll give Mason Rudolph a shot 2 years from now. I don't want to do that. I want to, if you bring Rudolph back next year, I think he should be the starter, me personally. Because you want to evaluate him. You want to see what you have in him. And if you can go 8-8 with Duck Hodges and him last year, let's see what he can do if you make him the starter for 2021.
There are a lot of things up in the air right now. We'll continue to discuss. We're up against the break. We have calls coming in, Andrew, so hang where you are. We'll get to those calls and the opinions out there, and there are a lot of different ones at 412-575-2600. This is the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call on Pittsburgh CW.